Hello, in this video we're going to talk about expectations. Number one, let's talk about some of the fears that come when people start to create video content online. So here are the more common symptoms I hear. I'm afraid of haters. I don't like how I look. I don't like how I sound. I don't feel I have anything to talk about. This one kills me because I know you do have a lot to talk about. Okay, the other one is I'm afraid to make mistakes. These are common fears that most people, most entrepreneurs feel. The fear of being an imposter, the fear that just awakens your body. So don't worry, take a deep breath. These are all common and you're not the only one. So it's okay to feel this way because you're only human. Now let's address one at a time. Okay, let's start with the basic one, haters. Here's the thing with haters. The only way not to get haters is by not doing anything, being nothing. And even when you do nothing, you still get haters. So this is something that is unavoidable. And actually, let me just tell you this, actually it's a great sign that your content is getting traction. So welcome it with open arms. The next thing is not liking the way you look or the way you sound. This is a tough one for me. And I notice it a lot in women more than in men. Because you know what? Society has placed this value on our looks, on how beautiful a girl is. And for boys, it's, ooh, how strong, how fast. So what if we unsubscribe to placing our value solely because the way we look? You're beautiful not because of what you look like, but rather for what you bring to the world. Your magic, your special sauce, your contribution, everything about you is valuable. Once upon a time, I heard one of my friends say something like, oh, I was complaining to my coach about the way I looked on camera. I felt so fat and it was just horrible. And the answer from her coach was, are you saying that the message from someone who's fat is less valuable than from someone that's skinny? Ouch. That was deep depth to that. Your message does not devalue because of the way you look. In fact, it's amplified because of who you are, and everything about you is perfect just the way it is. And I get that topics like this have a lot more to do with a personal mindset than just me here talking like, yes, you can do this and you're beautiful and like, yay, we want your contribution. It's a lot more than that and there's a lot more depth. And here's an opportunity for you to look a little deeper and explore what this feeling is telling you. Is this still serving me? Do I get to feel free from my own story? We all have one, and for some people it's being short or being too tall, whatever that looks like, just lean a little bit deeper. There's nothing wrong with you. All I have to do here is to support you and let you know that I'm here by your side to help your message amplify. Okay, now in regards to your voice, here's the thing. I remember the first time that I heard my voice in a recorder and I was like, is that the way I sound? Yes, that's the way you sound, my mom said. And I was like, ooh, that sounds weird. Everyone feels that their voice sounds weird, so get over it. That's how everyone hears you. That's how I fixed my problem. I don't know if that's gonna help you, but I'm telling you what helped me. And for those of you who might be saying, but I don't think I have anything to say, let me just give you a word that will fix that right away. And that word is yet. You don't have anything to say yet. And the reason is because maybe you have not asked yourself the right questions. This program is gonna hold space so that you get to ask yourself the right questions and frame your stories in a way that highlights your business, your purpose, and your mission. Because you know what? A lot of superstars and big entrepreneurs and even celebrities go through the same thing. They feel, ooh, I don't know I have anything to contribute, or ooh, I don't feel like I'm good enough. And this, my friend, this is called the imposter syndrome. And for that, I have a few clips that I want to show you that will give you some perspective. So check this out.
I saw that I was working harder than everybody else, and it started paying off. But more than that, I started believing in myself. I started believing in the fact that I wasn't imposter. that I wasn't a fake, that there was a reason I kept doing this and people kept hiring me. It was like, okay, maybe I am good at this. It took time, and it took me to believe in myself. Maybe that was happening because deep down I didn't believe. But once I started believing, and it was different people in my life at different times who were like, you are good at this. Because then I'd go into the studios and be like, well, I'm not a great singer, and they're like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, whatever. I don't sing like Aretha Franklin. And they're like, it doesn't matter. You sing like Jennifer Lopez and people love it. And I'm like, they do? And she's like, yes. And it's moments like that you remember, that people they plant a seed for you to look at yourself in a better way. And it's those moments that just make you keep going.
What I had to learn to do for myself was being, age helps you with imposter syndrome. So I'm 55 now, and I've seen it. I've been waiting to be as bad as people told me I would be, I've been waiting for when I was going to fall and mess up and fail. I've been waiting because that's what they said. I didn't belong at Princeton, right? I applied to Princeton University. My college counselor said, that's school's too much for you. Well, I applied anyway. I got in. I was waiting for it to be hard and for everybody else to be so much smarter. They weren't. They weren't. They were just told that they belonged there. Same thing was true when I applied to Harvard Law School. Maybe I shouldn't be there. Got there. Nope. They're not any smarter than me. So with all the practice of just going into the room that you weren't supposed to be in and being there and occupying those seats and just doing you, and knowing that your thoughts are just as relevant, your experiences are just as important, your insight is just as valuable, so that you will share it and use it and practice being there. That's the work you have to do if you feel like an imposter.
But is there ever kind of that burden of being Tom Hanks, you're America's sweetheart?
I don't think there's a person on the planet Earth, no matter where they are, unless they are sociopaths, that don't have a moment somehow where they think, am I a fraud? Am I actually what this is? Am I actually being true to myself enough to feel as though at any given moment I truly am present?
Now, talking to the people who are afraid to make mistakes on camera. Oh my goodness, I get it. I don't enjoy making mistakes, especially when I'm live, but just think about the following thing. Actors, even the best professional actors, have blooper reels. So what am I telling you? You have permission to make mistakes. You're just human. And here's the thing, when we watch those bloopers, we fall in love with those humans because we're like, oh my goodness, you are just like me. We get to relate to each other. We're humans, we're not perfect, we're people. So I will invite you to change your perspective about bloopers. They're actually an amazing opportunity for you to create additional content on your YouTube channel. They make your content a lot more playful, so just enjoy the process and go with it. Everyone is gonna make mistakes, especially the first videos. Trust me. Trust me. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about how long it takes to get views and recognition. This is a consistent question that I get over and over and over again. And here's the thing, consistency is the only way that you get to actually see this views and recognition. It is not a one-time thing, and I know you know that, but I have to say it because common sense is not common, and creating video will be a long-term commitment. Yes, like everything that is worth in life, it takes time and it takes patience and it takes 100% being inside of this. How committed are you to your message, your mission, and your impact? I would say that for some people, it starts to get traction after about 6 months to 8 months. Some people and topics are faster than others, so I cannot promise you anything, but just know that if you follow the formula, that if you do things following the instructions, you will be receiving a return on your investment forever, meaning that because your videos are going to be indexed and because you're going to be foundable, one video, one time will live for a very long time. So remember that just practice will help you get better and more comfortable in camera. So keep calm, you got this. And like everything, it takes practice and it takes commitment. Another topic that feels very heavy is the vanity metrics. All right, let's talk about vanity metrics versus true value metrics. Well, some people focus on the subscribers and the likes. Let me tell you that those things don't pay the bills. How are those metrics really reflecting what you're actually getting in the back end? So some of my clients are not getting a lot of the subscribers, but they're getting a lot of calls that lead to action clients. So just think about that in a perspective of measuring your true success, not just vanity metrics. Because they make the ego feel really, really good, but they don't make your wallet feel really, really good. So just don't be distracted by meaningless metrics. They are good. There's nothing wrong with them. And we do want to get them. There's nothing wrong with getting more subscribers. But at the beginning, that might not be the right thing to look at to measure your success. So what did you think? Did you like it? I'm going to ask you to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.